from at the moment. I can be appalled. I can feel the outrage of others. But I cannot feel what you have to go through in your daily lives, feeling in your own country threatened by forces that wish you nothing but evil. But what I can say is that the Jewish people are instrumental to the history of our nation, fundamental to our laws, and are behind our successes and our achievements over thousands of years. Alfred the Great in the 9th century, when he wrote the laws of England, started with the law of Moses. That shows you how long ago it was that the influence of the Jewish tradition, of the Jewish people, was fundamental to the nation that we are and the nation that has been built up. The late Pope, Pope John Paul II, said that the Jewish people were our elder brothers in faith. These are words I take very seriously, because how do you think of your elder brother? You think of your elder brother as somebody you revere, as you admire, that you want to protect. And our society is not doing that for you, our elder brothers in faith. And that is a matter of shame for this country. And I so agree with what has been said about how things need to happen, real things. I share the view that all we get is platitudes, and those platitudes serve no real purpose. They may be well-intentioned, but what do they do? Do they make you feel safer on the streets? No, the gentleman says, and I think he's right to say this. What we need is proper action. What is going on in our universities is outrageous. That there were mourning ceremonies for an Ayatollah who was a murderer, who murdered his own people, and Iran, we know, promotes terrorism around the world and has funded terrorism in this country. And the Iranian ambassador, who is still in this country, called for martyrs. It is unbelievable that he has not been declared persona non grata and removed from this nation when he is using his diplomatic status to create hostility within this country against most particularly the Jewish people. The Foreign Office is just over there. The Foreign Secretary should act to remove him immediately. What is said about the IRGC and the Muslim Brotherhood is obviously true. These are terrorist supporting organizations that have no place in this country, should have no funding in this country, and must be removed. But we ultimately need a great cultural change, because the tragedy of what has happened since the 7th October 2023 is that anti-Semitism has been on the rise. And that requires all of us to play our part, Christians along with the Jewish community, to change people's hearts and minds, to recognize that what goes on in the state of Israel is not a reason for being anti the Jewish people. The Jewish people must have in Israel a right of self-defense, and in this country a safe and secure home. You are our people, we are your people, we are one people. And we have laws. We have centuries of laws, and we should enforce them without fear or favor. And we should ensure that bad actors, evil people, let us call it what it is evil. It is the depths of evil, where people are being killed purely for their religion. And this needs to be stopped by using the laws of the land to stop it. May I say how touched I am looking out amongst this sea of people, to see how many Union Jacks, even a St. George's Cross flying, that you, in this time of distress, are still showing your faith in this country to make things better for you. I hope most thoroughly that your hope is not misplaced, and that we can all work together to make this country one that is safe for all of us, and where fear is removed, and where the law is upheld. Thank you.